Hey guys, Dave here from Cook and Share, where we cook for us common folk. Well, it's midweek and it's January after Christmas, and the January blues or blahs or whatever have set in. So I decided I'd make up something really simple, really easy, but yummy. Some creamy bow tie pasta with cheese. And yeah, we're using this fancy bow tie pasta. Great for January. So you are going to love this. Easy to make, like I say. So let's get started. So first off, the old batteroonie. We're going to begin with our ingredients. So we got some paprika and of course some Italian seasoning, salt and pepper, some Worcestershire sauce, and over here we got some onion, or some garlic, I should say. So onion was the old bow tie pasta, bit of cheese here, and a red bell pepper, an orange bell pepper, some ground beef, some beef stock, and some cream. Alrighty then, I got the old pan fired up over medium-high heat, and I'm going to go in with a pound of medium ground beef. And we're just going to break this up. And we'll let this fry up until it's brown, so it won't take very long, just a few minutes. Now, while we're frying up here, I mean, I talked about the weather in the last video too, but it's so weird. Like, we just had a nice snowfall for Christmas and all that, and the ground was white. Now it's raining, it's freezing rain out again instead of melt again. So this is, we're in Ontario, Canada here, so I don't know what the weather's like your way, so maybe just drop a comment and let me know, but it's just really, really weird. And as you can see here, guys, I've got a little bit of grease happening, so I might have to give this a little bit of a drain. And I should mention too, like, we do a lot of ground beef dishes, and you don't have to use ground beef in this. You could use ground pork, you could use ground chicken, you could even use, slices of beef, whatever you like. But ground beef is just cheap and it's so accessible. That's why I decided to go for it, but it's entirely up to you. All right, the old beef is nicely fried up here, so I'm just gonna shove everything to one side, and I'm gonna go in with a small chopped onion. Sir, I get everything here. And 3 cloves of chopped garlic. You know me and my garlic. We'll just give this a stir and saute until that wonderful, incredible aroma fills the kitchen. While I'm in the garlic frying. While that beef is frying up, guys, I'm going to grab up the bell pepper, slice the cheek off. And what I think I'm going to do with this is I can chop it or I can julienne it. And I think I'm going to julienne because it's going to look a little more, fancy like here. Just something like that. And of course, we is going to do the same thing for this yellow bell pepper. And of course, you don't have to use yellow and red. You can use green. Green's a little bitter and doesn't look too colorful in the dish, but entirely up to you. Even use use an orange if you like too. And while those onions are sauteing up, I'm going to go in with those bell peppers. Just kind of give these guys a stir around as well. Smelling so good, my friends. And speaking of Christmas, guys, Coco the King Coco, got a new bed for Christmas. Here he comes. Okie dokie, those peppers have begun to soften there. And those onion and garlic are sauteed up, so I am just going to mix everything together here. Oh, looking good. And I'm going to season things up with a little bit of Worcestershire sauce just for that depth of flavor. Yeah, a couple of teaspoons, whatever you like. Some of the old saltation, a teaspoon maybe. Some ground black pepper, and you know me and my peppers, so I'm going to add maybe about a teaspoon and a half, something like that in there. About a teaspoon or so of smoked paprika for that depth of flavor. And you know me, coming next, of course, is a teaspoon or two of the old Italian seasoning that I use on basically everything. It's got everything in it, so it's perfect. And we'll give everything a stir around, just get that seasoning mixed in there. Oh, this is smelling fantastic just on its own. Just put this and those colors. Now in with 2 or 3 cups of beef broth. Of course, everything's going to be in the blog. And a cup of table cream. You can use heavy cream too, but I'm just going to use table cream in this case. Now let's give this a stir around, and we'll bring this to a little bit of a boil, just a soft boil. Alrighty then, we got a burl going on, so I'm going to go in with that bow tie pasta. And again, this is 3 cups, and we'll give everything a stir around so that pasta gets absorbed and covered. Now we'll reduce the heat a little bit, slip a lid on, and let this simmer away, well, for about 10 or 12 minutes until that pasta softens up. While we're simmering away here, guys, I'm going to grab up some old cheddar cheese, and we're just going to grate this up. Now, I'm using the old sharp cheddar because I like it, but I even like extra old if you want to use it, but you can use whatever you like mozzarella, Monterey Jack, but I think the old orange sharp cheddar is just going to show so nicely in the dish. After about 12 minutes or so, guys, we are looking pretty good here. So I'm going to kill the heat and go over the top with that cheese we just grated up. Mm-hmm. I wish you were here to smell this because this is smelling so good. Now we'll just tip the top back on for a couple of minutes and just let that cheese melt down. After a couple of minutes, the cheese has melted down beautifully, and we is pretty much ready to serve here. So I'm just going to grab some of this up. And we're just going to put this onto a plate. Just look at this, guys. Just incredible. I think, anyway. And we shall just garnish this up with a little bit of parsley. Just add that greenage. Yeah, that looks good right about there. And there you have it, guys. Our creamy bow tie pasta. It's kind of a goulash. I call it a creamy bow tie pasta goulash. Who knows? Okay, guys, let's dig in here. Grab some of this up. Make sure I get a little bit of everything. Oh, just look at that. Looks pretty darn good to me. Okay, down the old hatch here. This is ever good, guys. You know, this is really like a goulash. I think that's what I'll call it. People might differ and argue, but that's fine. But it is so good. I mean, you know, the way the beef is seasoned, the bow-tied pasta, I just like that bow-tied pasta because it just kind of fills your mouth in one heaping, if you know what I mean. But this is so good. Definitely a must-make. And if you do make it up, drop us a line, a comment. Love to read them. Give us a like, helps the channel out. Most of all, subscribe. Why not? It's free. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe. See you next time. And of course, I am going to have more of this creamy bow tie pasta. So good.